Welcome and thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Deb Gillard, guest hosting for Shelley, who's taking a little break this week and happy to be doing so, kind of back in the old chair from previously. A reminder, of course, that you can find Owatonna Today on Charter Channel 8 and also out there on blip.tv, Facebook. Like us when you're there on the page and you'll get notifications. Also on YouTube, you can always Google us as well. If you have information that you would like to pass along to us at Owatonna Today, either get a hold of Leanne at 390-5751 or email owatonnatoday@charter.net. And of course, we would not be bringing you all these great programs, these great guests and information without our wonderful Owatonna Today Show supporters. And they include the premier supporters, the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, the Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, and United Way of Steele County. Primary supporters are Little Theater of Owatonna and Amy Swain Hearing Centers. Interlude supporters are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Mager and Tim Thomas of the Brickmaker Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, the Owatonna Business Incubator, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. We hope that you will, in fact, support and patronize these Owatonna businesses and individuals and organizations that support the Owatonna Today Show. Please say thank you to them when you see them. The show is, of course, able to continue because of them. And we are always looking for more supporters of the Owatonna Today Show to keep, again, this good information coming to you. And again, I would contact Leanne if you would be interested in becoming a supporter, 390-5751. We have a great show for you today. One of our premier supporters, of course, the City of Owatonna, Mayor Tom Kuntz, is with us today, and we'll be talking about what's going on with the city and Tom himself, as a matter of fact. A little bit later on in the program, it was out on location to Panda Express. So we'll take a break for our supporters, and we'll be back with Mayor Tom. Stay with us.
I'm Dan Branstad of Carlson Branstad and Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings, I'm Laura Ressler, Director of the Steele County Historical Society, and I welcome you to our History Center. We invite you to join in all our activities, events, where we honor the past and look towards the future.
Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us on this Friday, January 24th. And Mayor Tom Kuntz joins us. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic, and what a pleasant surprise when I walked in the door to see you sitting here, just like old times.
Just like old times. Many an interview back and forth in these chairs. So yes, it's my pleasure to be able to sit in as a guest host every now and then. So
Well,
very
it's
nice to see you.
So,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Well, you are never lacking for things to do at the city level. So we've had a couple of meetings that have happened. I think one of the ones that we wanted to talk about, some things that happened January 7th.
Yep.
And
You bet. Well, and we had a study session to start it out, and one of those was discuss what boards and commissions city council members want to sit on.
okay.
And then we also set some dates for the coffee for the council with the public. And in the past, we've done that monthly. And I think in 2014, we're going to do it maybe 4 times a year, not quite as often.
Okay.
And look for some other venues to try and get connected back to the public. I think one of the things we talked about at one of our strategic planning sessions was maybe do a survey of some kind, just to try and get a little bit better feedback to see where really the people think we ought to be taking the city of Owatonna. So.
Okay.
And
Get a little more involvement there from maybe it kind of gets to be the same people that are able to come and able to attend. So if you can involve more. Yeah.
So try and get some different people involved and stuff.
Okay.
And the other thing we talked about is deer management. There's still several citizens that feel the deer population is doing damage to their gardens and their flowers and everything. And so I think it was the consensus of the council to take it back to the Park and Rec Department to do some more evaluation on maybe a deer hunt next fall again.
Okay.
And if they
It's
did
been a couple of years, or has it just
the
been
fall
one
of 2014.
Yep, but since the last one, when
It was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
And what they did last time, they used sharpshooters from the police department,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't get as many deer as they wanted. I think this year they'll probably look at trying to open it up to the archery and have some valuations and everything to be able to hunt deer with bow and arrow within city limits.
Okay.
But they have to make sure they're really protected from citizens and all that type
Yeah.
of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So that will be discussion that takes place in the summer of 2014.
I
Hopefully
wonder how this winter will have the deers, the deer faring. You know, with some of the cold snaps and stuff, I think about the wildlife, and
Yep.
they're obviously probably hurting, and maybe there'll be a few less.
The people that attended the study session said on the way into their study session they had a herd of 18 come across the road in front of them. So
I have seen a couple, not that big, but
yeah,
a couple
so
of smaller ones.
There
yeah.
are still plenty of deer within our city
Yeah,
population.
and kind of traveling around together, and maybe that's what they do anyway, but it seems that I definitely have seen clumps of 8 and 10.
In the wintertime, they gather together.
Sticking
Yes.
together and looking
They
for
do get
food.
together, yep. We also designated the Owatonna People's Press as the official newspaper. We have
Okay.
to do that. And Chief Johnson as the weed inspector for 2014.
Well, now
So
there's a designation you wear
there,
on a button.
there you go. There you go. And also, they reevaluate on a yearly basis, but the interest rate on assessments, they adjust that and everything. So
Okay.
they set, I think they set it at 3.5% or 4%. Somewhere, I don't know. I don't remember the exact number, but
Okay, we
they
won't
set
hold you
that.
to it.
Yep. And the city of Owatonna also has a program where they can do some tax-exempt financing to help some 501(c)(3)s and type stuff.
Okay.
So they set a public hearing date for South Central Human Relations Center. They're going to be doing some remodeling. They were going to be adding on, but it sounds like it's only remodeling now. So they will have a public hearing on their tax-exempt financing
Okay.
for a few $1 million. So.
All right.
And then this last week we had vacant property registration, and they're trying to put together where they can have a computer list of vacant properties and abandoned properties and foreclosed properties, so you can get better access to it and control the blight of the neighborhoods. Yeah, so they want to do that. And Quick Trip is looking at building up on the north end of town. So
I hear.
we talked about that, and Perkle Gas wants to add some storage tanks to propane, and so we talked about that at the last meeting.
Okay. All right. Like I said, never a lack of things going on, but
Never a lack of things going on. And then we had a couple days with strategic planning session to try and identify short-term and long-term goals for the city from the council's perspective, and also worked with the staff in order to do that. And the top 3 strategic initiatives include the following: infrastructure to support growth, roads, water, sewer, electric, gas, telecommunications. And the next goal is economic vitality, efforts to attract, retain, and create quality jobs to ensure a diverse economic base, a growing tax base, and thriving neighborhoods.
all right.
And the third one was quality life, a community center, residential development, and that type of stuff. So
Okay. Well, who all is involved in that long-term planning study session or whatever?
we have 7 council members, myself, Chris Boosie,
Okay.
and then department heads from the police chief, the fire chief, finance, park and rec department, and so
So a lot of really good input from
a
people
lot of
who
great
are
input from
involved in a
everybody.
number of,
Yeah,
of
a lot of great
areas.
input from
Okay.
everybody, so.
Well, sound like good areas to be working on, and great broad goals
Great,
too.
yeah, great goals, and so and some of the things we talked about is they will be doing a traffic analysis on 24th Street, which is the north belt line coming into town, and they'll be doing it all the way from the hospice house all the way to Kenyon Road.
Okay.
If you get off work at about 3:30 and you're on County Road 45, it's kind of a disaster area.
Yeah.
And so
Gets jammed up.
They'll be looking at trying to do a study of that whole section and see how to improve it.
Okay.
And also when you get up to North Cedar, when you get going east from North Cedar, they don't have that highway divided. You can't make a left-hand turn going into the Plaza Marina and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So some of that will be changing in 2014, which then allows Quick Trip and some of those facilities come and still have some left turn accesses.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it is interesting how that changed when that road got done, and it's kind of, I'm in the right turn lane, well, I'm in the left turn lane, and now I'm straight ahead, so maybe that'll get a little bit easier, and whatever they decide to do will be, I'm sure, the right thing to do.
And we'll have some discussion on the old Highway 14 from where it comes into the city limits all the way down to Hoffman Drive. I think the city is going to get involved with MnDOT and some of that discussion. And that's really one of the gateways into Owatonna. Yeah. So we want to make sure that when we get into that discussions and we do some changes on it, it really beautifies that area and brings it up to a better standard than it is right now.
Okay, so, well, some very good things to be working on. Now, you have a really great honor coming up for you yourself personally. It's very neat.
Hyped about it, and I just couldn't believe it. A couple weeks ago, I got a call from Congressman Waltz, Tim Waltz, and Congressman Waltz represents the whole District 1 from one corner of the state to the other corner of the state. And he called and said, how would you like to come to the President's State of the Union address as my guest?
Wow.
And I said, what?
Or did you call the right person?
Exactly. So, and I thought a second, and I said I'd be very honored to be able to do that. So nice. I get to go out. I fly out Monday evening, meet with Franken and Hope Klobuchar, and maybe get a tour of the White House on Tuesday. Tuesday night, I will be with Congressman Waltz and get to listen to the State of the Union. So right there,
in the middle of things. And we were just talking a little bit before we came on here too. And I can't wait to hear from you when you get back at some point. You know, what did that feel like? We watch so many of these things on TV. We see them all, but to be sitting right there, I just kind of want to feel what you're feeling. Now, the congressmen, they get all used to it and everything, so it's no big deal. But for those of us that have not had or may never get that opportunity, that is going to be something special.
Just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You know, it really is, probably.
Doesn't happen very seldom. Nope. And who, as I once upon a time ran as a Republican candidate for the House, for a great guy like Waltz, a Democrat, to ask a Republican to be his guest, I just feel very honored.
That's reaching across the lines, and that's what we like to see. That is very, very nice.
Hopefully we can be the poster people for bipartisanship.
A lot of pictures with handshaking and identifying who you are and those partisan things. So it's a quick trip out there, though. You head out on Monday, you take part in all of that on Tuesday, and you come back on Wednesday.
Yes, so
well, that is great. Have a great time. Yes, we cannot wait to hear about that. Next time you're on, it probably won't be me sitting in this chair, but I'm sure you'll be able to let our Owatonna Today Show viewers know that, you know, kind of what the experience was like.
After the president gets done, then we get to meet with the news media and stuff like that, too. So it's just going to be a great experience.
Exactly. We'll have a safe trip and a great experience overall. Anything else we should know about the city? Just obviously, folks are always accessible.
You know, my calls are down this year on snow removal, so I think our street department's doing a great job on snow removal and stuff like that. So,
and we've had snow, so it's not that we haven't had any.
We've had cold, so
darn if we haven't.
And I think we're all looking forward to when it goes from white to blossoms on flowers.
Yeah,
it's getting to be a long time. So
I know this is a kind of a long, crazy winter, even just at this point.
Just one quick comment. Yeah. Steve Stansbury had a stroke when he was out in Washington, D.C. Steve Stansbury sits on Washington State. He sits on the Owatonna Public Utilities Commission, so keep Steve in your prayers. My understanding is he's rehabilitating and doing fairly well. So
good. Yes, a lot of us know Steve, so get well, Steve. That's what we say. So thank you very much, Tom. Thanks for joining us and for providing us the City Report. We'll take a little break for our supporters, and then we're heading out on location to Panda Express.
When using a fire extinguisher, we suggest using the pass system. Pull the pin at the top of the extinguisher that keeps the handle from being accidentally pressed. Aim the nozzle toward the base of the fire. Squeeze the handle to discharge the extinguisher. If you release the handle, the discharge will stop. Sweep the nozzle back and forth at the base of the fire. After the fire appears to be out, watch it carefully since it may reignite. If you have the slightest doubt about whether or not to fight the fire, get out and close the door behind you. This has been a safety message from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Did you know that it is illegal in the city of Owatonna to host or allow a gathering where minors will be consuming alcoholic beverages on your property or in your residence? Did you know that it is illegal to provide minors with alcohol unless they are your own kids in your own home? Underage drinking leads to increased risk of future chemical dependency, engaging in more serious criminal activity, and becoming a victim of a crime. Please help keep our kids and our community safe by not encouraging, hosting, or allowing underage drinking. This is a message from the Owatonna Police Department and the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
United Way of Steele County is all about changing lives,
reaching out a hand,
painting a brighter tomorrow,
creating opportunities,
inspiring and regaining hope,
navigating obstacles.
Please join us and all Jostens employees by giving generously, advocating for a better quality of life, and volunteering your time to a partner agency. We all win when we
live united.
Hi, and welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show. You've been seeing it being built. Now it's your chance to take a quick peek inside of Panda Express. I have with us here the manager. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, how are you?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so excited to be here today.
Okay.
Do me a favor real quick and tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been working for Panda Express.
I'm from China originally. I just been working with Panda for 5 months.
Okay.
I just graduated from University of Minnesota Twin Cities in last year May.
Okay.
So I get hired as a manager. So I just joined Panda not long ago, so I'm pretty new.
You are, so
yeah.
Everything's pretty new here, and that's kind of exciting about it. Panda itself has been around for quite a while, though, the company itself.
Yep.
It started in California?
Yeah, it started in California in 1982. It started as a fine dining restaurant, and then later on our owner make it as a fast food concept, and which gain a great success.
Yeah.
Right now we have over 1,600 stores nationwide. We have one in New Mexico, one in Mexico City and another one in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And then right now we are trying to open couple more in Canada.
Okay, so worldwide now, worldwide domination. Well, and I think I love what you said, how it started out as a fine dining.
Yeah.
Because when you walk into here, you are going to be seeing people actually cooking your food.
Yes.
And we wanted to kind of show behind us, you see people cooking in a wok. They're using fresh vegetables that were cut just the day before. Mm-hmm. Talk to us a little bit about the food preparation and what that's about.
So the vegetable, basically we prep daily. We cut all the fresh vegetable every day and then put in the preparation so then they can use. For the meat, it's all fresh. We don't pre-cook any meat. All the meat we fresh cook when we need it. We don't pre-cook anything and all the things on the steam table we don't let there to sit over 30 minutes because if it's over 30 minutes it gets very dry and it's
chewy,
not good.
So you work hard at making sure that everything is fresh, cooked to order. You have basically a buffet style. So people walk in. Tell us about that experience when you walk in the doors. Kind of what will they expect?
So basically, you walk in the door, you will expect different kinds of like a variety of dishes. Mm-hmm. So we have the sides. We have the fried rice, chow mein, and white rice and mixed veggies. This 4 is a side. Okay. Okay. And other than that, is all other things. Is all the entrees. Even include the appetizer that can count as the entree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We do have 2 premium items. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have more the steak and shrimps. So those premium items sometimes are a little bit extra.
But that's okay. Again, it's a premium item.
Yeah.
But again, these are fresh ingredients. You don't have to worry
it's
about
all
that.
Fresh.
I want to show you. Why don't you go ahead and grab this? This
Sure.
is a small plate that we have here. We do have, of course, well, you tell me.
Yep.
You work here.
So what we have here is fried rice, is the side. And then this one is the orange chicken, which are most signature dish. 90% of our guests, they love the orange chicken. Okay. And then this is our current promotion dish, sweet peppercorn chicken. It's made with celery, red bell pepper, and chicken.
Okay. So something that we want people to come in, try it. It's new.
Yeah.
And see what that's like. And that's what's interesting too. Is what you want us to do this?
There you go.
Aha! There you go. We're not going to throw it on your floor though.
Yeah.
We have somebody to clean it up.
Yeah.
So one of the nice things about Panda Express is that you are always trying something new. You're keeping what people love,
Yep.
but you also are trying hard to try new things.
Yep.
So you also talked about another dish that you had at one time and they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
What's that?
Another dish is the firecracker chicken. Because they bring it back is because it's getting close to Chinese New Year.
Yep.
Yeah, the Chinese New Year is in January 31st.
Okay.
So it's getting close, so that's why they bring it back. So it's kind of a celebration for Chinese New Year.
What year will it be once we hit Chinese New Year?
In Chinese New Year, this year will be the years of horse.
Oh, I think I've heard that. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, we're going to take a quick look around the facility. I'm going to Leanne pan around because, as you see, it is like we said. It's a little style of buffet style. But I feel you're so close. This is so weird. But you'll also see that the way that they've decorated is very modern. It's very beautiful. And did they try to bring that fine dining experience to the seating area as well?
Yes,
is that what they
yes. This actually is a new concept that is designed. This This is the second store that is built like this in Minnesota area. The first one was in Mankato.
Okay.
Okay. And the idea of this right now is try to keep people in to sit down, to want to stay here to eat.
Yes, instead of just taking it to go, but
Yeah.
really enjoy that. And you've done that. I love the wide variety. You can set that down if it's...
Sure.
Yeah, I love the wide variety of food, as we've showed, and of course they're fixing it fresh right now back behind there. But you also worked really hard at making sure there's something to drink for everybody.
Yeah.
You have some bottled waters as well as your fresh sodas. Well, is there a signature drink also that's here at Panda?
We do have a signature tea.
Okay.
It's like a mist tea that we made.
Okay.
It's a really good tea, but it's not sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So come try the tea out. And is it
Yeah.
cold or is it hot?
It's cold.
It's a cold tea, so come try that as well. And then when people come and they choose their foods, they start off with the rice dish. Is that what they normally choose?
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally, they like to choose rice or
Okay.
chow mein.
Chow mein.
Yeah.
And then from there you go and you pick the next entree.
Yep.
Okay, and then...
You usually get either one entree or two entrees.
Okay, it depends on the price, whatever you want to pay.
Yes.
And then the sides are extra, or do you get a side with that as well?
The side is the fried rice and chow mein.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's your side.
Yeah.
Good. And then I see, so I would like to, Leanne, if you don't mind, for us to look at, basically, this is how it works. You have a kid's meal as well.
Yep.
And so it's just smaller portions of what you have then?
Yep.
Okay, good. You talked about the orange chicken as being another favorite. What's one of the favorite sides that people often will choose when they come to Panda?
You mean sides or entrees?
Sides, because the entree you talked about was the orange chicken.
Oh, the favorite size is normally it's the chow mein.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is in a chow mein? Explain that a little bit to me.
I think a lot of people, they got different definitions from
Right.
chow mein and lo mein.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I think, my personal opinion is,
And that's all that matters right now, Stephen, is your personal opinion.
my personal opinion is, because chow mein is more dry, actually, supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay, when it out of wok, it's more dry. It doesn't bring the what we call I don't know how to say it. It's not like very moisture.
Okay.
Okay. But the chow mein we have here actually is a little bit moisture. It's kind of very similar to lo mein. It's
Okay.
kind of in the middle.
Okay. And so what it does, you were saying it enhances the taste of the other food better because of the moisture in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
Good. What kind of, you've been open a week? How long have you been open?
We've been open like 3 weeks.
3
right now.
weeks. And I know Leanne has stopped by here to talk to you about setting this interview up, and you've been packed. How has that been going for you? And about how many people do you employ here at Panda Express?
Right now I have about 15 16 employees.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm still continuing hiring.
So if you need a job, here's a great opportunity to come in. Yep.
So.
And I love that you're going to be learning real cooking skills if you work in the back on the line.
Yeah, because you can learn how to flip the wok.
Which I would burn everything, I think. Not myself, the floor. I don't know. I would be scared to hire anyone.
It's a skill. It
would
with
be
practice.
A skill. Now, did you get to learn some of those skills
Yeah,
as well?
as a manager, you need to know everything in the store.
Okay.
You learn everything. You'll be able to cook everything. You need to be able to prep everything.
So the months before, you've been learning all that stuff.
Because before I become a manager, I was a student, so I have zero experience.
Oh.
So to become a manager, you just go through 7 weeks of training.
Wow.
To learn everything. I finished in 5 weeks.
Because you are an overachiever. Yeah. So we expect the same out of this place as well. Well, this Panda Express is located right by Walmart. So it's easy to access. Make sure you come try it out, check it out. Now, can people try some of the foods if they wanted to?
We always offer a sample when they walk in.
Okay, so if you wanted a sample, people could try that. I want to thank you for your time, Stephen. It was a pleasure meeting you. Good luck. And we will be right back with the Owatonna Today Show. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. It is time to wrap up on this Friday, January 24th with a few announcements for you. Grandparents, parents, and kids, grab those fishing poles because tomorrow is a fun-filled afternoon on the ice where you can learn safety tips, do some ice fishing, watch hole drilling instructions, demonstrations, win prizes, and enjoy free hot chocolate. It is the Grandparents and Grandchildren Ice Fishing event. Tomorrow from 1:30 to 3:30 at Lake Chase in Owatonna, and you were just invited to drop in any time during that 1:30 to 3:30 time. It is absolutely free for kids and Senior Place members, just $2 for adults who want to come out that are not Senior Place members, and it is sponsored by the Owatonna Parks and Recreation, Owatonna Senior Place, and Cabela's, so a lot of fun out on the ice tomorrow. It is time to help burn the mortgage celebration again at the History Center here in Owatonna. Come in from the cold for their cabin fever reliever. It is going on, okay, I have to get all these things. Gone hunting for your dinner, 4:30 supper, that's tomorrow on Saturday with Culver's roast beef dinner. And then at 5:30, there's activities for all sorts of ages, grumpy old men, a special visit from them, children's activities, pre-show entertainment. Then oofta, what a party. The fabulous Love Handles will be there. Kick up your heels, and at 7 o'clock a dance begins, and it's all to get us not feeling like we're into this January weather, and we can take a break for cabin fever reliever with the History Center and support them as well. So, yeah, amen, Leanne says, and I agree. Coming up next week, Read Around the World, the Kiwanis Club, United Way, Otto Bremer Foundation, among other topics. Shelley will be back with you. I was very happy to be your guest host this week, very pleased to see you, and wish you all the very best. Have a great weekend, and Owatonna Today Show will be back with you next week.